everyone. My name is Michelle Blackwood, and I'm from Healthier Steps. Today, we have an amazing time together. We will, yes. Today, I'll be making a jackfruit stew that's plant based, and then I'll be doing juicing. So stay tuned to see what we'll be doing. And this is an easy recipe. Let me see if I can lift this watermelon up. Ah, unbelievable. Gene, how much this thing weighs? Like, like 20 pounds or more? It's so heavy. Unbelievable. This is so heavy. Wow, I could do that for a workout. I could save it for a workout in the morning, lifting watermelon. Thank you for joining us. I am so well. I have to do it again. Woo! Woo! Let's see if I can do 10. Not bad, ain't it? Wow, my coach Marlene will be proud of me, Marlene. Guys, I am super excited. Today it's a beautiful day here in Florida. It's sunny, blue skies, not one cloud is no, a little partially cloudy. I did in the sky when I coming back down. I see a few clouds. So yeah, guys, hope you're doing good. And comments?
Lewis on Instagram says, "Hey Michelle."
Hi, Louis. Thank you so much for
Food
joining.
For All says, "What are you making?"
Oh, thank you for asking. I'm making a stew using jackfruit, green jackfruit. Growing up in Jamaica, we only ate jackfruit when it's ripened, yellow, sweet, delicious jackfruit. It does have a strong scent. However, we just love jackfruit, ripe. And then later on, I found out that you can use the green jackfruit, cook it like a vegetable. And so I made prepared this dish years ago, many years ago, and I put it on my website, Healthier Steps, and um, it is just amazing, simple dish, easy to throw together. The thing with green jackfruit, it has the ripe one is soft, but the green one, it's chewy. It's like a chewier texture. So it's really good to create these dishes that if you are looking, especially for people when they transition to a plant-based diet, they're looking for familiar textures and you know it's hard for me to judge. So that's why I created recipes because some people will be like, just eat the beans and call it beans. However, there are people who are, loving the reminiscence of probably the food reminds you of time you spent with family and loved ones or joy. It brings you happiness. So then creating these dishes that brings back familiar textures and taste and flavors, there's nothing wrong with that, especially when you're transitioning. The goal is for you to transition fully and not go back. So if you find a place that you're happy at where you're enjoying these dishes, that's a big deal. Those dishes that we ate traditionally, it was actually the spices that they were on them and the way they were prepared. If you were to eat them, the animal products, and you just boil them, you wouldn't enjoy them. If you just boil them, just water and boil them and then eat them, you wouldn't enjoy them. However, it's those seasonings that you've put on them, the sauces and all that. So you can do that with plants. You can actually do that with plants. And who wants to be eating bland, boring food? You want to eat your food and enjoy it. And you'll be in a happier place if you eat the food and you taste. Most people will be like, okay, well, I know now I can live without that because this is a great way. This tastes good. It reminds me of those flavors and I'm content with it. And I know that I'm getting food that's nourishing for the body and heal it. Any more, G? So let's get started. So what I'm going to add is I'm going to add onions. Let's put this on. So thank you for joining me on this live. If you're joining for the first time, I normally come on Tuesdays to Fridays. We normally do a live, and we normally try to shoot for between 1 and 2 p.m. And only on Fridays we might go a little earlier, maybe 12 on Fridays. And if you detect an accent, I am a proud Jamaican. I was born and raised in Jamaica. I left when I was 19 and I went to England to pursue nursing. I'd done computer science in Jamaica, and after graduating from West Indies College, I went to England to do nursing, and I graduated from Montfort University, the Montfort University. And after doing nursing there, I migrated to the States where I met my husband in New Jersey. And we moved from New Jersey to Virginia to Ohio. And now we are here for retirement here in Florida. Let's see what we have. I'm going to use a little oil. So here we go. Just a little oil. And we're going to add some garlic as well. So onions, garlic, and we're going to do what? Bell pepper. So we're making a stew with green jackfruit. Green jackfruit. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and add some celery. And if you're joining me on YouTube, please like, leave a comment, and share, and also subscribe. If you have not subscribed to my channel as yet on YouTube, please like, share, subscribe, and become part of our Healthier Steps family. Right? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And we're getting closer to the weekend. And I hope you have some amazing plans for the weekend. Amazing plans this weekend. Let me see what I have planned. So I have plans to rest, to go to church, relax, and go out a little bit with family. Yep, I'm gonna go out. Let's see, where is the, oh, here it is. Any more comments, Jim? They no, I'm using can too, but because that's what, for me, I'm in Florida where I can get, but it's certain time of the year where I can get the green one. I can't get actually throughout the year from the Asian supermarket, but I don't want all that big jackfruit, and I don't like when they cut. I don't know. There's something about me. I don't like them cutting it in the store and leaving those pieces in the store. I don't want that. I'd want rather buy a whole one, and then I don't want the whole one because Jean's been with us what, about 2 years. How often I prepare this? How often? It's probably a year since I've last prepared it. I don't hardly make this recipe. It's rare. It's been a year. But I have a recipe on my website, the stew, and I also have a curry jackfruit with potatoes. That one is, this is great. That one is absolutely delicious as well. So I do, and I know I have a carnitas too. So like a pulled pork, a plant-based pulled pork, I'm adding bay leaf and thyme. So I do actually have some recipes with jackfruit. So you could try other recipes, but I don't make it at home that often. I used to. I used to when I was like creating recipes and experimenting with it. Then I did way more recipes with it. I'm just cooking this down, and once it's soft, the onions are softened. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and smells really good already. So I'm gonna add some tomatoes.
Ryan from Facebook said, never knew you could stew the green jackfruit.
Ah,
And they also say that knife looks like one that we would have as a keepsake in Jamaica.
yeah.
Hashtag always have a special knife.
This
They
actually
say
this
they
is my
say they
favorite.
love the piece of knife.
Actually, as a matter of fact, I forgot. I was supposed to like just I brown the jackfruit normally before. So on the recipe on my website, I brown it. I'm not gonna brown it today, but it's best to brown the recipe. Like brown it a little bit in the pan. It is best. And this knife, my husband bought it for a birthday for me, and I think it's Japanese. It's real Japanese knife. It came straight from Japan, so it's pretty. It's my favorite. It's my favorite. I love it. Something about it. It does need sharpening. When we first got it, it's too sharp. It's crazy sharp. Oh, but it's dulled up some, and I don't want to sharpen it because I don't know. I'm good enough with this. It's sharp enough for me because it's pretty good. But when I first got it, oh boy, it's so sharp. But I love it. I just love the way it cuts, and it's really really nice. Thank you. So we are literally building. I'm gonna add some carrots. So I added tomatoes. I'm gonna add carrots to it. And once we set up, then I'm just gonna go ahead after that and do the juicing. I decided to do watermelon because usually if you don't get to that watermelon, it end up spoiling on me. So I decided, you know what, juicing it is the best way because you can't eat when you have a big watermelon like that. You can eat, but so much of it. You can eat, and then because you get full so fast when you're eating watermelon, no time because of all that high water content, you get full, and then it sits. I don't like it if it's in the refrigerator, and then to bite into it. Oh, I don't like. I don't like. It's too cold. So then what I'll do is we'll juice all that, and then I rather it juice than I can drink it. I probably freeze some if I could probably freeze some then for excess. Okay. Yeah. So I'm adding just some carrots. I'm using baby carrots, organic baby carrots, and then we're gonna add some. But yeah, the jackfruit, cooking it, try cooking it. You'll be amazed. It makes the best curry. The best curry. And just add some potato and carrots to that and some coconut milk. Very, very, very delicious. The recipe is actually on my website. I have an instant pot version, so I did mine in a pressure cooker, but you don't need to. You can just literally just cook it without using the pressure cooker.
Facebook says, hey Michelle.
Hi, how are you? Thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. I'm making jackfruit stew. I'm gonna do potatoes. Well, I'm putting the compost bin right in front of me. So yeah, I'm just peeling the potato, adding potato to it. This is a lot of stew. I can tell I'm gonna make a lot of stew, but this is so great way, a great delicious dish. All right. All right. All right. So now I'm going to add the jackfruit itself. So I have pieces, they're in pieces, but I want to cut them up because I want them to cook fast. And if you notice, or you can just go like this actually, the texture, I'm just gonna, I'm not even gonna, don't even need to cut them. They can just shred. They come in cans, so they've been already been boiled. All right. And I'm just really adding it for that extra texture that you would want. Unbelievable. Did I get kicked off Instagram? I probably got kicked off Instagram. I forgot to do not disturb on my phone. We have to remember from Noah. We did it for a while and now we forgot. So you're just breaking them up, the pieces of the jackfruit. Right now I'm gonna add my seasonings. Do you remember? Oh, you add a little sugar, you said? A little coconut sugar? You don't have to. Parsley. I wouldn't mind adding like Italian seasoning to this too. So if you don't have parsley and you have Italian seasoning, that would be great to add to it. And you can add either ketchup or tomato sauce. I'm gonna add because I'm doing it more like similar to a stew, like a brown stew. So, but this is I'm gonna add a bouillon cube. You can add one or two depending on the amount, or then you can just add one and then add salt to taste. All right. What would be? I'm gonna add some paprika. I have here also allspice. So allspice is giving that earthy flavor. And I'm gonna go ahead and add some paprika. So paprika. All right. And a little pepper. You can do scotch bonnet, would taste better. I'm doing cayenne. A whole scotch bonnet pepper. Don't open it. So you're basically just seasoning it up, making sure you add enough seasoning where it's flavorful. You don't want a bland dish. And what you can add, like I said, you can add parsley. Italian seasoning is going to boost the flavor. All right. And you're going to add also some onion powder. Onion powder. Because I like my stew to be flavorful. I don't like it bland. And boost it with a little garlic powder. I love flavors. Okay. So that's a lot of flavors going on. The only thing would add at the end is just salt to taste. So now I'm going to add my liquid. I'm going to add, since I have the bouillon cube, I'm just going to add water. And we're just gonna let it cook while we do the juicing. All right, that looks really good. So we're gonna switch around now, and all that looks really good. And the jackfruit will soak up the all the seasonings and the flavors will melt. Thank you. So there we go. Looks pretty good. Looks amazing. Smells great too. Put that right in. Wait, Gene, bump it up. All right. Salt. Thank you. All right. Maybe all this salt. Put it over here. All right, where are they? Oh, Gene, pass me those, please. All right. Okay, so for your watermelon, I know I'm going to do ginger with my watermelon. Oh, so you need space right here. All right. Okay, that's good. I'm going to do ginger. So I'm going to go ahead and add the ginger. I like it a little on the spicy side. I love a lot of ginger. Great for reducing bloating, indigestion. Great for anti-inflammatory. Great for pain, reducing pain in the body. So I like my ginger. I'm going to take this off because I am going to be adding the watermelon. And this watermelon is heavy. So I don't even, all right. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the base of the watermelon because I want it to sit. All right. Then I'm going to cut it in half. All right, so I'm cutting it in half. All right. This is heavy. Okay. I'm not seeing any seeds. I hope my husband doesn't. I don't eat seedless, but let's see what happens. All right. Okay, it does have seed because I'm like, he knows not to buy seedless watermelon. All right, so I'm gonna get this out the way. It's gonna stay right there. I'm gonna put this on the base. All right. Mission accomplished. So we're gonna just add. So this one has seeds, and I love watermelons. I don't get watermelon without seed. I don't get seedless grapes. Doesn't make any sense to me. So we're doing it's gonna make a lot of juice, so I'm gonna make sure I have to be cleaning up. So we're adding watermelon. All right. And it looks really good. And I love watermelon because if you know anyone that it's great to detoxify the body, excellent for kidney health. So for people who have kidney stones, kidney issues, watermelon, they first need to get rid of all the soda if they're drinking soda in their diet, because the phosphate is very dangerous in forming kidney stones. So first, stop drinking sodas because they're just junk. Total junk, shouldn't be consumed at all with all that sugar in it. 8 to 12 teaspoons of sugar in one can of soda So first, remove that. Then you're going to juice watermelon, and they're going to help your kidneys, and they're going to detoxify the body. And so they're very healing and hydrating, super hydrating watermelon. It's going to lower your blood pressure, and it's natural sweetener. So they're sweet and they're so summertime. I like to eat as much watermelon as I possibly can during the summertime. So with the ginger, I like it either with lemons or with ginger. Refreshing. My favorite is with ginger. Um, Very refreshing and flavorful. It won't take me a long for me to make a lot of juice. So we will be juicing this after and bottling them up, and so I can enjoy them. For the children, this would be great, refreshing, and instead of sodas, give them watermelon, make watermelon juice, and keep that in the refrigerator instead of sodas. Yes, yay! It's a win-win situation, and I mean it's so good for the body. The seeds are very good. They have protein. So seeds are great. You can roast the seeds too. You can collect the seeds and roast them, and they're high in protein. So they're very good, and they have nitrates in them. So nitrates form into nitric oxide, and what that does is lower the blood pressure, relaxes the veins and arteries, and lower blood pressure. So this is great. Watermelon seeds are excellent for heart to prevent heart disease. So and they lower the blood pressure. So this is great stuff. Great stuff. So I love it with the seeds. Now I'm juicing with the seeds. All that is just good. And drinking a lot of water is hydrating. That also will. The water from the watermelon is super hydrating, and that will help to lower blood pressure. So great stuff. Great stuff. I won't add more ginger because I know chicken has. I think that's almost ready. Almost. Please. Please. Oh, looking good. It's not ready, but nice. All right, so I'm gonna taste this. A couple more minutes in. Looks good. Looks good. Eh?
Feels hard.
Still okay. All right. So here we are. Very delicious. You've got to try this. Watermelon with ginger this summer. Try making this juice. It's super refreshing and delicious. And if you want it like cooler, just put it in the refrigerator overnight. So the next day, it is amazing taste. Um, if you haven't checked out my cookbook as yet, my cookbook Healthier Steps 125 gluten-free vegan recipes, please do so. It is on my website, healthiersteps.com, where you'll find thousands of recipes and articles. Also, you can check me out on Amazon, where you can find all my books. Look for Michelle Blackwood, and if you search for that, you'll find. Just scroll down And all the books that have my name, you'll see the books that have my name and the titles. You can find my book in hard copy and actually in the ebook and printed copies. So thank you so much for your support for those of you who have supported me in purchasing my books. If you did this week, I'm putting them in the mail today. So blessings to you, and thank you so much for your support. If you do want for me to autograph the book, just leave me a note and let me know. Contact me and I'll healthiersteps@gmail.com, info at healthiersteps.com, healthier steps, and which other one? Michelle at healthier steps or hello at healthiersteps.com. Or you can send me a Facebook message. You can message me there as well. Thank you so much. I'm gonna look. We should check on the stew. It's almost ready. Time is up. Yeah. Let's show them the stew. All right. Thanks. All right. So that's it. So I'm gonna put this over there. This is so delicious, guys. You have to try this. We have all this juicing to do. Mm. So I'm going to show you one trick. So once it's cooked and your potatoes are tender, what you're going to do is make a cornstarch slurry. Let's see. Alrighty. So you're going to get a little cornstarch, or you can use arrowroot, and you're going to make a slurry. Just mix them together. I have this. All right. Oh, this looks so good. Let's put this over here. And okay. What I put it in? The spoon. You can't find it on me. You can use the spoon. All right. Can't find where we put. So, oh, you found it? Okay, thanks. It was hiding right here. All right, so there it is. So what you're gonna do is get cornstarch with water, and then you're just gonna add it, and that will finish it off. It'll thicken your stew to the texture that you want. So here it is, jackfruit stew. And you just, once you cook it until it bubbles, it's pretty much ready. And this is great, ready to be served. Smells amazing here, guys. Flavorful. There it is, jackfruit stew. Thank you so much for joining me on another live, and I'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.